poor Ryan I was when Big Moose said that. And I remember saying that on panel a couple of times. The only person I have blocked is Big Moose, because I was so offended by what he said about Moon and her children. So there's nothing, I'm not going to hate anyone enough to go sit beside that. I'm sorry, Ryan. Can't be. I hope there's Ryan live. So I guess I'll hang it up, guys, and we can go over there. And I mean, unless somebody wants to come up and share it, that's fine, but I don't know how to do it. So I'll give somebody a couple minutes to hop up and do that if that's what they want to do. Can you do that right quick, Tanya?
Yeah, so all this time, I was actually typing in chat. I got kicked even from chat. I got yelled at by a Neanderthal on panel. It's been kind of a rough night. So Becky knows the full-on entirety of the situation. Like, on the very panel, she's probably still live right now. She's still not calling out Shifty. Still. Like, and she did say that she did refer to Shifty as a victim. And then she tried to change the story to a family, the family, whatever, and I said, including Shifty, and she didn't answer. Because she's a scumbag coward. Like, she said that would have been it for me, like, and she would have, like, hit the red button and went live. You're not even taking that stance right now. This is after everything. This is after everyone confirmed everything. This is after even Shifty's in chat. This is... So, the idea that she would come out with anything is it's horseshit. It's horseshit, man. And after that conversation with PHI about the explicit details, I don't know if you know, but we were planning on doing a couple catches, and then to do something about Shifty. So, but like now, like I think they were like trying to press me on saying like, well, why didn't you just go live like that night? You know, like that night. While we're planning catches, and we already, like, at that point, there would have been no reason to think that there would be any falling out or anything. So there would have been corroboration to the story on that. You know, so we would have done that after the catches. Like, that's like literally saying, like, let's say, I don't know, someone goes live with a catch, you know, they've been planning for like a week or something, or 2 weeks. Like, fuck you for not doing that catch that you went live on today, yesterday, or the day before. You know, I kind of tried to say that, but I was being yelled at by a Neanderthal. So yeah, bro. They're total scumbags. And then they're saying, like, call the cops when, you know, I don't know who Shifty is. Hold on, someone send me a video. I just want to play it. Oh, something. Later, Beck. Becky's on a tick pick to clear yourself from drama. This is the type of people you're dealing with. And yeah, it's just kind of crazy that it's like a massive contradiction. Becky said that if she was in my shoes, she would have went live that night. She would have, had her principles and she would have went live that night. So why didn't you go live that night? But she's not even taking that stance right now. After everyone has, at this point, everyone would have cooperated. That's a wild contradiction. Seems to me a couple days in between is negligible considering it should have been brought out a year ago. Yeah. Yeah, and then beyond that, that's something you would want to plan out. You know, we probably could have figured out who Shifty actually was. There and then. What about here and now? Like, if that's even the stance, they should be calling the cops now. They know the entirety of the situation. There should be nothing like if that argument even makes sense. They should be calling the police right now. Like, why isn't Anthony Cruz just calling the police? Yeah, and it's very clear that kind of like where their minds are at too. Like, they would have go for it. And then it would have been, kind of a wild thing to, make an allegation with no proof or not a single other person that has the same account of events. Yeah, I think I'll yeah, this is my panel, so I can actually make sure it doesn't get crazy. And they doing Lands of Fetty in the chat, getting ready to be homeless bum. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, so yeah, and according to your logic, like let me ask you this. Like why what like I mean, I don't know if you were the ones that were saying like, you should be calling the police. Like you should be calling the police right now. Him and PHI plans to expose it after the catch. Yeah, so that's like that should be a planned thing. Because I remember we were also even like talking about like other people or whatever. Because I kind of lost touch with the other people in Slack. But this would have been something that would have required planning, and that would have been something that would be a matter of days to be done. Not on my new phone. No, I would have to find it. Still stuck on the fact they think a minor can say a grown adult. Yeah, and yeah, and beyond that, like Becky referred to Shifty again as a victim on that panel. Well, actually, I think she did 2 panels, so it may have been the previous one. But yeah, it's just like it's all a coat. It's all a coat. No, that phone has been factory reset, but I have phone records I can look into. Yeah, and scumbag Becky, like here's my question, including the father, including Shifty, the entire family is a victim from that child's mental illness due to prior abuse, including Shifty. Ask her that. And answer that question or fuck off. Why does it seem like they're protecting so many Preds? Just weird. Yeah, and I didn't realize it was like that too. That they were that protective about that. Oh, Preds. She got shafted by a child and shipped his child away. That's my knowledge. Wait, what does shafted mean? Mickey isn't a Pred, but she does church Preds rent while they're. I mean, I'm not really gonna comment on that, but yeah, I mean, she's not answering to the fact that she's implying that the family includes Shifty. So still buying basically like a pedophile fantasy story about about a child sexually assaulting a fully grown adult. Shifty is a father responsible for everything his daughter suffered as a child. He's not a victim of any kind. Yeah, Becky disagrees with you. Becky disagrees with you. To be very clear, I'll say it for her. They were willing to believe TBS is heck American. I don't even know what that's about. But yeah, like they're in a community of child predators, and they are, I don't know what the word is, like coping, I guess, for child predators. I made 2 comments describing what Becky has done. YouTube blocks them. That's how bad she is. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, I'll say this. Everyone in Slack, y'all are pedo sympathizers. Like, I'll actually say that right now. Like, Nunya, Frogger, CPP West Virginia are pedo sympathizers. All of them are scumbags. Every single person in that chat. Total piece of shit humans. Like whatever, maybe like whatever even like catch they're a part of, maybe that was just like clout, I guess. That's probably it. So maybe they got the clout, maybe they're done now. I mean, the CPP part is very fitting though. Crew support Shifty 2. Would you rather attack the messenger? Crazy. Again, I think they're talking about like so I mean that's literally like they're basically literally saying that like let's say you're planning a catch for like maybe a couple days to a week or something like that. Why didn't that catcher do the catch the day before? Or before you even plan the catch? Like you don't need chat logs or evidence or anything. You're Siren, but you clearly didn't care about this at all over a year. It was still cool with Shifty friends. And any communication with Shifty was trying to get information, and there was a Zoom about that situation, something Becky's denying. So you're operating on false information. None of that's true. And I mean, really, you're kind of just like believing pedo sympathizers. That's really what they are. Like they should enter the map community. Maybe they should get their devices. I think it makes a lot more sense. I mean, I thought it was a little far that Nunya's a new Ed. Nunya is a new Ed. Like it is. Like it's full of evil people. Absolutely. And I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm serious saying that. Like who knows what goes on there? And the only I think probably the only reason like maybe like PHI was actually, maybe even saying she was gonna do something is probably like for some kind of benefit on her end or something, you know. Because I think really like it was just like that she was taking money from her supporters so she could get money. It's all about money. It's not about catches. It's not about pedophiles. It's just a money grab, a cloak grab. Total scumbag shit. Yeah, and I've seen CPP West Virginia. Like, surprising they're not on the sex offender registry. God damn. Shit, I heard. They blame you for not coming up with with the story, but the same can be said about them is so redundant. It just deflects from Shifty and the pedo's actions. Yeah, absolutely. Like you guys should just like leave the predator catcher community and join the map community. That's where you guys belong. Like, why are you guys here? That makes a lot more sense. There are two issues: Ryan's grandstanding, to the actual situation with Shifty. the actual police were calling the kid. So here's the thing. There's no information. There's no way that can be verified. Maybe that can be verified, but not right now. Not yet. Because we don't even know who Shifty is. If I go back in phone records on my old phone, and I do a background check, and then that's successful with checking like, records and stuff, maybe then there could be some kind of verification on it. But all I know with Shifty is his name's Shifty. Yeah. If the cops are calling a 12-year-old for that specific situation, that looks bad on him. Yeah, definitely. Who would benefit from catchers playing drama rather than catching? I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, bro. They'll yeah, they're bro, they like I can't even believe how like slimy they are. Bro. There's like evil people. Evil people. By case, do they mean police case or social worker case? Yeah, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? We gotta deport them and send them to the map community. For real. They won't do anything. They don't want to do anything. They're talking about like me calling the police or whatever. And actually, technically, they probably have like more of a rapport with Shifty. They could probably go to the police. They could probably find out actually who he is. Imagine explaining defending Shifty to somebody IRL. So yeah, his minor daughter touched him inappropriately, but it's totally the minor's daughter's fault, so it's okay. Yeah, that's them, bro. Virtuous pedophiles. I don't know. Something. Yeah, and I believe that. I believe that 100%. Like, I think they should be in the Mac community. Absolutely. Deport them. They should be deported. Should have a predator catcher ice. Yeah, Frogger says I ain't wasting a police report for a case that was already investigated and closed, according to Shifty. Fucking creepy fuck. They can't even talk. I ain't wasting police resources on that. Because you don't care. Like, like, you're not really, you're not really watching catches. You know? You're like, you don't really give a shit about catches. Fuck out of here. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'll say whatever the fuck I want, bro. They're the lowest form of human life, from what I heard. I bet if like a kid was being raped right in front of you, you probably would do something. And the reason I think you're trying to like make some kind of case against like I think they're trying to say something about like NTF or they're pretending they care about like Ed or whatever. Like y'all don't give a fuck at all. You're fooling no one. Yeah, isn't that's ironic, bro? It's just like basically anything and everything they say is like the same virtue signaling bitch shit. Like they have no morals at all. They're not capable of morals. Like they won't think for a second to do something that we would never be able to sleep at night with. You know, the shit they were involved with. Why did they come up and threaten Ryan again? I don't know. He was just babbling like a Neanderthal. I don't know. PSA, brothers and sisters shouldn't have kids. Brothers and sisters shouldn't have kids. They'll end up like that. You'll want to know too late, and then you can move on the streams. Yeah, actually, it's kind of ridiculous. It's 2:44 a.m., but yeah, and that's true. I'm gonna like, I mean, I don't even give a shit like whoever will listen or whatever, but yeah, I am gonna kind of make it very clear that pretty much at this point, like those people are a map community, you know, trying to infiltrate the Predator Kitchen community. That's pretty much what it is. It's carries you through the night shifts. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I can't really think of more to say. I want to just like repeat myself, but they're trash. What do you mean about integration? What do you mean? Oh, I dropped the link. I thought I dropped the link. I'll drop the link. Too old. Don't have it in me. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, me and I'm kind of just like reading their chat a little bit, like they're just kind of deflecting or something. They're trying to talk about like they're really trying to talk about like anything other than the fact that they are pieces of shit. That's really it. Keep deflecting. Keep saying I ran out of gas or whatever. You know, but the real issue is now you know the absolute full picture, and you're still saying that a grown fat fuck that's probably like 270 pounds, shifty, is still a victim of a 12-year-old girl. Increasingly more. I just don't know why I didn't see it earlier. That might be a bigger question. There's a big boy on your feet and the beast. Yeah, bro. Like, how's a fat fuck that's 270 pounds gonna be a victim to a 12-year-old girl? That's a bigger question. Becky thinks that. Becky thinks that. Right? I asked her that like 5 times, you know? Like, she already implied it. I said, like, so Shifty included? She didn't say anything. But she only had money for one meal a day until donos rolled in from PHI supporters. Yeah, exactly. Total scumbag shit. Total scumbag shit. But even if her like bullshit stories were true, it's like I think if you're gonna have a kid, you should at least feed your kid, right? According to the text. But that's not true. It's just a giant money grab. It's like how much money? It's like how much money can we get from these, naive predator catcher supporters? Like how much money can we get from these dumb motherfuckers? And they got. I guess the answer was like. I guess the answer was more than 20 grand, right? At all cost. Pays pretty well. They're talking about paying taxes. How about pay taxes on that income? That's some income. Residual victim? The fuck does that mean? No Shifty 270. Yeah, bro. Before even that story or whatever, he was like complaining or whatever, like, and trying to get like support that like emotional support that he was like a fat fuck. I'm like, I don't know, some medicine, bro. I don't know. I had a 13-year-old girl who became very flirtatious with my husband, I believe, based on her past trauma, but we shut that behavior down immediately. Yeah, it's a responsible thing to do. And then, like, the very simple question, I was kind of like, how did she even know to do that? And then his answer was something about porn, and then it just didn't make any sense. But he did not tell me what PHI told me. He did not tell me what PHI told me. Very different story. And then you notice, like, someone kind of noticed, like, when you kind of just, like, hone in on points like this or whatever, those, like, deflect on some stupid, like, whatever the fuck. Like, some kind of, like, they said, like, FCC made or whatever. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about an alt? What about the fact that, you're, like, trying to get tens of thousands of dollars from the predator catcher community, when you have, like, the morality and rationale to probably, like, let a child get raped in front of you and not even give a fuck? I believe that. 100%. 100%. Pretty much most people on that chat, not even just Slack. It's not even that. Has had more than 100 hours of plotting and planning and paneling in the last week, exhausted by just observing his panel workhorse mode. Yeah, I think we do need a Tilly PowerPoint. It was kind of boring in the beginning, but it would be good for nostalgia. I think she says like something like, "Yeah, Ryan's giving Kitchens a bad look. Not gonna lie, look what he's trying to do: weaponize the Kitchen community and calling people prez with no proof." I thought I was supposed to just I thought I was supposed to call the police with no proof. What are you talking about? Am I supposed to call the police with no proof and then go live about it? Or I don't know. It's interesting. I know Giddy was Tilly when you unveiled the gossip and secrets you had to him in the exclusive. And yeah, so my thing with docs, I don't know. Can we just get rid of a docs? I don't know who the fuck doxes are or whatever. I think I see it. I'm responsible for no docs. I think I see it, but if no one's gonna take care of it, I just glanced at it, took care of it. Yeah, I think it's just that one, right? I think they're just kind of saying this. I think they're just kind of like repeating back what I'm kind of saying about them for valid reasons, and they're just kind of saying that back to me in chat. It's like, well, no, you don't care about the kids. No, you're not in it for the right reasons. You're a towel. No. And yeah, I mean, pretty much all I've come out about. I didn't necessarily take screenshots or anything when I was in Slack. I don't do the mold thing, but the only thing I came forward on was things that were either really wrong or arguably crimes. Like the rest of the stuff, you know, it wasn't like gossip really. I'm not really getting into that, but only the important stuff. Can't answer this question. They're so sure and concerned about tax fraud called the IRS. Yeah, well, all that is to deflect from their shit. That's all it is. It's to deflect from their shit. They're gonna say, I don't know, like I stole like you hear Ryan stole a car or something like that? I don't know. Whatever they're gonna say. Who knows? Maybe I stole a car. Plot twist. Daniel Messberg's actually real. Yeah. Hold on. They don't even make a report so bad. Yeah, the thing is, I understand how the legal system works. So I go about that the right way. Not Jeff. Yeah, it's kind of true. Like, they're saying something about like sleep now, whatever. I pretty much actually do kind of wake up early anyway, even though I'm up. Do you even have Shifty's info to make a report? No, no, I don't. I don't. So how do I make a report? Yo, this screen name Shifty said his daughter sexually assaulted him. That's what that would sound like. That'd be the report. So I'll have to go off of. What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand. Are you just kind of like relaying what I'm saying, or I don't know if you're serious. I don't know. I was the greatest card thief in my youth. I please go get Shifty, please. That or hey Alex, go get Shifty. Let's just get him. Let's just get Shifty. Their chat log's necessary. Like whatever the fuck they're talking about. I don't know. I thought Becky wasn't gonna get involved defending Shifty at all. Major disappointment. Yeah, they're scum, bro. Actually, I felt bad for Frogger. Because of his situation or whatever. I kind of lost that empathy. No reason I haven't. I know some guys you could catch. I was talking to the victim a couple days ago. Okay, yeah. So, I don't know. Could you? Well, like, how would you get in contact with me? Can you do email? Can you phone? I don't know. Depends on how you. Nah, Becky, you're trash. You're trash, and the link's pinned too. And I'll tell you that. Like, Shifty the victim. You're trash. Was he a residual victim, as you say? Trash shit. You're telling the story from the pedo sympathizers. Yeah, no shit. I mean, if you kind of think about it, it's kind of more crazy. It's kind of less crazy than Vic. Like Vic just kind of goes around like knocking on doors, but this shit's more crazy. Like if you called the IRS since you're so concerned, yeah, bro. God damn. I'm trying to launder money through my meth business. I'm doing right in front of you. Like that. The Daniel Messberg thing is actually real. They didn't even call anyone. But you stop. You had ample time on your platform that wants to hear from you. Yeah, bro. You want to hear from pedo sympathizers. Again, I'm not exactly. You're not concerned. You think, but again, the stories are called. You don't have to. You don't have to tell me that you're not concerned. You don't. You definitely don't have to tell me that. I believe that. Well, I don't know. I'm just kind of joking around. Like I'm just talking about like in general. You kind of take shit like IRL, like calling people Vic type shit. You know. And I would just say that whatever's going on now is way more crazy than that. I'll just categorize it as Vic tape shit. Like you think Ryan should report Shifty to the police? I'm not gonna do a GIF call. Yes, he had his phone number. Please call the cops. Yeah, I mean, I will kind of say I don't know what the details are of that. I don't have that too clearly in my head, but it probably is. It probably is pretty bad. Like I heard like when they said it was like 2 years, and I kind of noticed like that number changed. It was like 3 years or 5 years. They blamed Ryan for coming out the Nunya story. They blamed Ryan for coming out with the Shifty story. That's what they call. You can figure it out by the phone number you have for them. Yeah, exactly. And what do they investigate? Probably like I mean maybe a tip. I don't know. At best. But then again, a tip. Even if they go to Shifty, it's kind of more of a matter of like what actually did happen. Like we don't even know. We don't even know Shifty is. I'm calling him Shifty. I mean, I'm not like crashing out. I mean, I'm up in an odd hour, yeah, but I'm not like screaming and going manic or anything. You know, I'm fired up. You know, I am, but that's about it. Please use this phone number to find out. Please use this phone number to find out who Shifty is. Yeah, pretty much. Nah, defending the pedo is crashing out. Oh yeah, definitely. No, I think they were saying something about like I was like I should be in a mental hospital right now for maybe talking slightly above base volume and you know about something. That's definitely a reason to be in a mental hospital. Uh what's the number, Becky, so we can call the police? Yeah, and here's the thing, and it's like, doesn't it make a lot more sense for how that conversation went when we did do a Zoom meeting? And there was like Becky's just kind of like pretending that that's not what happened. So number Becky. Oh. Colares and Jeff, Nunya and Tommy first. Making all kinds of calls. I think I get to the point where I kind of already said what I said. And they mad that you were not brainwashed. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I don't even know what they were saying. I didn't play the last part of that live. What were they saying?
You knew anything?
About
Oh, they're just playing me
with you.
on the show. So this is what happened basically. Like after I left the panel, they just play me. No commentary.
So maybe they get. But yeah, and that's true. I'm gonna like. I mean, I don't even give a shit like whoever will listen or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of make it very clear that pretty much at this point, like those people are
It's my favorite show.
that community.
It's me.
You know, trying to infiltrate the Predator Kitchen community. That's pretty much what it is.
Hey, what's up, Lynn? Just woke up, but I'm going back to bed. Just popped in to say hey, Ryan. Yeah, you did good on helping with the last catch. Making you a shifty for the number since he's modded up in your modded up in your channel, so we can all call the police. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of stuff you missed. I'm gonna restream all of Jeff's last streams so we can't hide them behind his paywall. I think that person's gonna actually make a career out of being a lolcow. Because it's kind of hard. I think it's. I mean, if you kind of think about it, it's almost AI proof too. It can't really be replaced, like being a lolcow. That might actually be a legitimate career in the future. Does Becky even know Shifty's first name is? I don't. Why is she defending this random so hard, especially when the story is hella sus? It reminds me of like a bad defense attorney or something, where they just like they try to pretend something's like another story or something's like a discrepancy or something. It doesn't even make sense. I'm talking about Alex. No, my kitch, my last kitch. I did a kitch in Illinois, and Lynn called on Lynn. Lynn called on that catch. There's a cop caller, and helped with the catch too when the catch was going on. Becky doesn't ghost the number. She's clearly going to be protecting a pred again. Shifty seems like a Bob or a Jason. Yeah, so now we can just go on that, then make a police report. Mr. Bob Jason. I don't even know, bro. If I'm not gonna highlight the comment, but that's maybe remove a layer from that, but you never know. Billy Bob Jason, then positively identified as Shifty. Got to hold him accountable to his crimes. Controller's name is more like. Controller's name is more like. Oh. I don't know. So Shifty is legit some random icon that told a story about his minor daughter essaying him, and we were supposed to believe that face value, the same Shifty that was kicked out of another community. Yeah, so like he said, like just according to his own word, that that like the police took care of it and it was already closed, and then also it's not like he told me that he would provide the paperwork. They just said that I should have known that I could have just asked him for the paperwork, so it could have been verified. Who who admits to that? What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I guess 288 is okay. Shifty is fine too. Yeah, sorry, I'm fighting off some yawns. I mean, Clown definitely blends right in. I mean, if people didn't even know anything and we just said they were a part of the map community and they were just kind of infiltrating this community, doesn't it look the part? It kind of looks the part. Just ask some basic questions about who's in there. All right, it's 3:17 a.m. It's been real. We hit an hour. I kind of waited for it to hit the hour. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it off.